And based on the name of it, you'd guess that the premise of the show was that he would show bad leftist memes to prove that the left can't meme. Right? Because that's the name of the show? Well, let's see for ourselves.
Here's the libs being fired off like rockets. Very funny, very good.
I remember when we watched this for the first time, and so much of it is like, it's going to be either an Elon Musk meme or the SJW soy face, or that one SJW that they all loved, the one who was screaming at Trump's victory, and then just variations of it over and over and over again. If I'm being totally honest, by the way, I think the left can meme. The left has done some great memes, and I do enjoy leftist memes. I think there are bad ones, and the bad ones are usually when someone tries to throw an entire book of theory into the meme itself. Like when there's just like a wall of text, and it's like, oh, wait till you finish this meme. It might take you an hour, but when you do, it's fucking funny. I'm left, and I've had some memes for love. Oh, there's good leftist memes. I think it's just a... Here, I'll explain to you why the left can't meme is an actual meme on the right. The right revels in both tiers of the libs and tiers of the left. It doesn't really matter. They're not really, you know, that concerned with whose tiers they get to drink, but they soy, and they soy hard at owning the libs, owning the left. That's what they market on. So the idea that the left can't meme is very important to them, because they are the memers and dreamers, you know? They're the ones that came up with the NPC. Did you know that? Yeah, it's a non-playable character. It's actually something that exists in video games, but when you use it to relate to people, because everyone's involved in groupthink and they all believe the same thing, it's really funny, and it never stops being funny. It's an automaton, you see. Also the clown stuff, clown world. Yeah, upside down clowns, because we live in a clown world. So just keep spamming them with that clown stuff. The OK symbol, you know that one too, right? The OK symbol, it's actually a white power symbol, but everyone actually does it all the time. So we'll have photos of AOC doing it too. So there's that one. Lucidry, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, can't forget about the attack helicopter, the one joke, you know. And then there's variations of attack helicopters. There's multiple attack helicopters.
Content warning. This video contains toxic levels of cringe. Proceed with caution.
Today, I want to get straight to it. No introduction. Okay, actually, maybe a quickie. My name is Tara Mooney, and this is the only channel on YouTube where all videos are written and produced by a cow. She couldn't be in the video today because she's actually banned from YouTube for being a
Free speech warrior.
She was spitting too many facts and logics. But if you like and subscribe, she might appear in the next video. Unlikely. You know when you watch something and you're like, this is so bad, it's good. That's not the case here. What I'm showing you today is just bad. In fact, it's so bad, it's good at making you want to rip your skin off and run away from the scraps. It's so bad that it made me almost wish that women weren't allowed to use the internet, so I didn't have the misfortune of having to see it. But alas, I did see it, courtesy of the Twitter account, The Right Can't Meme. I should really get myself off Twitter. But this page has shown me some gems that I wouldn't have got to see otherwise, because I actually don't follow right-wing Twitter accounts, because I actually enjoy not consuming content I hate. I accomplished so much in my life as a scientist. I raised 5 scientists. Do they think that scientists can't have kids?
Also, why does it always come down to like, women must be producers of offspring, women must breed, it is the only noble thing a woman can do?
My AR-15 now self-identifies as a nerd.
Hey, we got the one joke. We got the one. It's only 2 jokes in, and we got the one joke. All right, awesome.
Nerf gun. Anyone who disagrees is a racist. Maybe try identifying as funny.
Because you get it, because the left calls everyone they don't agree with racists, so it combines that one too. You know.
How AOC thinks conservatives see her. How conservatives see AOC. But that
Yeah, I was like, that's I don't know. I was like, that. I think this is literally AOC on the left, and on the right we have a donkey, and I get it. Yeah, is this part of the would not smash category? Because that one's a popular one too. I see on the right. The right loves doing that. Like, oh yeah, AOC thinks she's hot. Would not have sex with her. It's like no one was actually asking that. I mean, the fact that you had to say that out loud might be a little telling. Or hey, how about everyone always thinking that AOC is hitting on her when she's actually just criticizing something they said, and it's like Elon Musk will be like, please don't hit on me, I'm very shy, hee hee. Yeah, or Matt Gaetz, who's like, yeah, I have a wife, please don't hit on me. It's like, my dudes, it's okay. A woman can criticize something you said, and you don't have to respond with would fuck, do fuck, you want fuck. You don't have to respond with that, you know.
Literally is her on the left. Not long after, the reverse was made, the left can't meme, and much like when the Americans remade Skins, it just didn't land like the original. No, you can't heal these poor people.
Don't get me wrong, by the way. In the interest of perfect centrism, I should say that on the left, there is that thing where people will talk about their problematic crushes. That's kind of just a fun meme, though. I've enjoyed watching people say, hey, post your most problematic crush, and then people go off about it. But that, in and of itself, is not like people jumping at the bit when all of a sudden something happens. And it's like, oh, Laura Ingraham, can't believe she said this, like, super racist thing. And by the way, I don't think she's that hot, okay? ... I know a lot of people think she's hot, but I don't think she's that hot, ... Oh yeah, Abby Shapiro just said something, and it's like super transphobic. But also, Abby Shapiro isn't all that, okay? You know, I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna put that out there. I would not smash on top of everything else. I mean, if you have to throw that out there in addition to what you're saying, then most likely it's because you're thinking about smashing. Most likely it's because it is preoccupying you. It's kind of like you can't compute. It's like, well, I don't understand. I'm supposed to be attracted to this person, this femoid, but at the same time, she's saying things I disagree with, like that people should have rights. Well, fuck that noise, but would not smash. Yeah, I keep telling myself that, would not smash.
For free? That's a handout. Miracles go burr. Because Republicans are against God doing miracles or something. I mean, they would for gay people and immigrants and people who can't afford healthcare. Leftists are going to make your life better whether you like it or not. You deserve higher wages and to work less hours. How dare you? And they posted this.
I think that one is kind of a cell phone. If you see that and you're like, oh, fuck that noise.
I guess, as a way of saying, look, see, the left can't meme. But I actually think that's a banging meme. I mean, that's kind of how a lot of the conversations seem to go, particularly in American.
And obviously in both directions. Again, perfect centrism. We should say that I'm sure on the other end, the right enjoys the right's memes. They love the helicopter joke. Apparently, they can't get enough of it in all its variations. You know, it's a joke that has a lot of different forms. And so, I mean, you know, maybe we just don't get it.
Politics. So skip forward to now, and there's a new show in town called The Left Can't Meme, hosted by Benny Johnson.
Benny Johnson, where have I heard that name before? Oh, here's an article by the Daily Caller. And again, I'm just using this because no one could accuse me of using this article in order to promote some kind of leftist agenda. After all, it's the Daily Caller. It doesn't get much more right-wing. Stale cookies are no way to live, in real life or on the internet. Kind of like when you're craving some hot, fresh, in the oven snickerdoodles, but the only thing laying around the house are some old Fig Newtons. Bleh. What is the average age that you're appealing to here, Daily Caller? What the fuck are these references? IJR's creative director, Benny Johnson, learned that lesson the hard way yesterday, and in the process, one hump day with a very public oopsie. It started out when Benny, as all Benny stories do, Benny was Bennying away on Twitter. Jesus Christ. I genuinely feel sorry for you. This time, mocking an ad placement on militarytimes.com. Well, at least on his computer. It was an ad for the world's largest gay cruise that appeared next to a story about President Trump's new transgender policy, which bans that community from serving in the military. There was only one problem. Most visitors to the site weren't dazzled by the speed-clad twinks looking for a hot time in the open waters. It's pretty fucking self-explanatory. A co-worker at the Daily Caller with knowledge of how ads presented and how the readers explain. It happens on 80% of websites. The ads are targeted because we don't sell enough of our inventory to fill them all. You go onto Amazon to look for something you didn't buy, or you go to another site and it pops up like another site targets you. In other words, your computer cookies hunt down how you surf the web. That choke didn't go unnoticed as the internet went to work, dragging Benny's hiccup for thousands of replies and retweets. BuzzFeed Saeed Jones, Johnson's former co-worker of the site's executive editor of culture, made perhaps the biggest splash, Speedo's optional, with more than 5k retweets and 20 likes at the time of the publish. Time of death, 11:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's kind of hard to read this one. That just speaks to what your cookies are. Check your browser history. I went there and all the ads were for motorcycles and strip clubs. Weird. That's not advertising for me. Don't know what kind of things you're into, but that's targeted, Betty boy. And yes, this was a very funny case of Benny Johnson exposing perhaps some of his own search history or some of the other things that he may have been looking at on his feed by posting this, because this is a Google AdSense ad, which means that it would be doing targeted advertisements based on your search history.
We'll get to him in a minute. The show is on an alternative social media app called Parler. The idea is that it's an unbiased, free speech alternative to Twitter and Facebook. Because you never see conservatives thriving on Twitter despite saying the most
Outrageous shit.
But anyways, long story short, if you advertise an app to have no restrictions on freedom of speech whatsoever, you get Nazis, conspiracy theorists, and
Allegedly.
people trying to overthrow democracy. So Parler gets Benny Boy on board to host a segment called The Left Can't Meme. And based on the name of it, you'd guess that the premise of the show was that he would show bad leftist memes to prove that the left can't meme. Right? Because that's the name of the show? Well, let's see for ourselves.
Here's the libs being fired off like rockets. Very funny, very good.
I remember when we watched this for the first time, and so much of it is like, it's going to be either an Elon Musk meme or the SJW soy face, or that one SJW that they all love, the one who was screaming at Trump's victory, and then just variations of it over and over and over again.
That's good. Very, very good. Always gonna be woke. Make Twitter great again. Elon Musk as Donald Trump. Very good Photoshop.
So it's not that at all. In fact, he doesn't show any leftist memes, and instead it's just him proving that the right can't meme.
Triggered Rhapsody. Triggered Rhapsody. Very good. The re-rocket. Yes, of course. Classic. The re. Where would the meme world be without the screaming lib at Donald Trump's inauguration? Where would we be?
I have an answer to your question, Benny. You can just fall back on your one other joke, which is the attack helicopter joke. Now, my expectations were low. The bar was on the floor, but now I have to rip up my floorboards and my landlord is going to be pissed. Sorry, she's a lady. Lady Lord.
Yes, Gaga, you look so good.
My Lady Lord is going to be pissed. So thanks for that.
Benny?
The show is basically just him showing unfunny, dated memes and forcing himself to laugh as if he's at knife point.
And then the re as the chorus.
So, yikes. But I want to be fair. There are great shows that had a shaky pilot. So let's check out episode 2.
There's an episode 2.
What an opening. I have to say, it's not making me hopeful.
Welcome back to the Left Can't Meme.
Oh,
Let's discuss
shit.
the editing choices.
Wait, why wasn't there any, like, air horns? Beer, beer, beer.
They're bad choices. I'm pro-choice, but the editor here made the wrong choices.
Please join me on a wonderful
There's 6 episodes? Jesus.
pro-life meme journey here.
Pro-life memes sound about as fun and cool as being choked by a pair of acid-washed jeggings. Ew!
Can you even name one rule men have over their bodies? Pardon me, ma'am. I just got drafted to go die in war.
You know women are also in the army, right? Maybe he doesn't know that.
The current thing! Take the chip out!
Okay, that's funnier than any of the memes. Whatever the fuck that was. Whatever's going down with Benny Johnson.
Yes, the NPC being cheated on by the new current thing. The new current thing is abortion.
Ah, yes, because one is only capable of caring about one issue at a time. Well,
I saw Paul Joseph Watson tweet that out, and I was like, "Are you now just learning what a news cycle is? Is that what's going on here? Have you learned what a news cycle is?"
that might be the case for you, Benny.
These people are so unhinged. These people are so unhinged, so nuts.
Wait, does he think that's, that's not a person, Benny? Benny, that's a horse.
Ultra MAGA King meme episode.
Oh my, oof, that's rough.
Donald Trump is the lion. The lion. Lion King.
He lives in you.
So is this what Benny thinks a joke is? That you just reference a film and then you edit in the clip from said film, and then when people watch it they go, oh, I get it, because I've seen the film. That's the joke? That's the commentary you're offering? I know this is on Parler, but you're really insulting your audience here, Benny.
The MAGA king of pop. Donald Trump as Michael Jackson. I like it.
And straight up lying to them.
I like it.
So why has this flopped like a fish flippity flopping out of water? Well, reason being, in fairness, Benny is not a comedian. His background is actually as a columnist. He was even a staff writer at BuzzFeed, until he was fired for several instances of plagiarism. But listen, he tried comedy, he tried journalism, and not everything you try is gonna work out. He did also try his hand at being a scientist. Sort of. I'm about to show you probably the worst TED Talk ever, so brace yourself.
I consider myself to work in a laboratory. I work in a big, beautiful, wonderful, largest, most exciting laboratory that's ever existed on the planet, with more discoveries than the human mind could have conceived of. And that laboratory is called the internet.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Here we go.
Who's seen this? Who's seen this video? Look at all those hands. Look at that.
Well, this is living proof that anyone can have a TEDx talk. I bet
Yes.
they'd even let the roast pig from the Hunger Games give a talk.
I didn't go to writing classes, and I didn't take a single poli-sci class.
Oh, we're aware, Benny.
And I didn't take a single poli-sci class. But I'm now a political reporter for BuzzFeed.
That aged like milk. Speaking of, someone actually messaged me asking if the cow would be okay with people drinking cow's milk, and the answer is no.
What did I learn being a scientist that I can apply to my life now? Because now I do cat, now I like do cat gifts, and and that's a part of my job. I do that professionally.
You know, I sometimes think to myself, is my job bullshit? And I, get in my head about whether it's intellectual enough.
Because we're all invited to this big laboratory. It's fun, it's free. It's the internet.
But watching this has actually made me feel a bit better about myself, so thank you, Benny. Really appreciate that.
John Quincy Adams was the first president to ever have his photograph taken. So, now they still take presidents' photographs, they take a lot of them, but politics hasn't changed. Like, the world of John Quincy Adams and politics hasn't changed much since then. I'm trying to take.
I love that this fool evolved from this into like one of CPAC's keynote speakers every single year. I mean, it was always just about following the money, I guess. But like in this presentation, he's pretty much saying out loud, I don't really have any knowledge or expertise in the thing that I'm talking about. And also, it's ridiculous. People pay me money to do really silly stuff on the internet.
Take that world and apply twerking.
I'm struggling here. I don't know how the fuck the audience coped.
Now, why am I going after millennials? This is my own personal little thing. Look at this little bugger. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Justin Bieber, I think he's annoying, right? But you know what? He represents something. He represents 82 million people in the world that are qualified as millennials.
Yes, I'm only
Yeah, Bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
well, it's the long, long journey to the
Oh, I don't know if I can do this anymore.
long, long week.
Who's that? Who is it? Yell it. Grumpy Cat. Anybody know Aaron McGirt Girl?
I'm really struggling here.
Yeah, that's about as cringe as can get.
Where am I? You're free. God? No, silly. It's the cow. What? Oh my god, hi! Everyone's been asking about you. How did I get here? You died from cringe overload. But you might be resuscitated. Wow. I see a light. But before I go, cow, you must reveal yourself. Another time. Whew, that was close. That was a near-death experience. But hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Except in that scenario, it did actually kill me. So, in conclusion, as soon as you try and make your political agenda hip and trendy for the kids, you lose. It's insulting to your audience, even if they do use Parler. Because dated memes and forced laughter aren't convincing. And this is regardless of political affiliation. I mean, it's cringe when libs do it too.
Yeah, good point. Oh, I forgot about all of these.
Just stop being cringe, unless you're a cow. Anyways, that's all a girl can handle for one day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, because 1 like equals 1 minute I get back from the time I lost watching that 18-minute TEDx talk.
Whoa.
Oh,
Go follow Tara Mukni, sorry. Just when I thought the cringe couldn't get any cringier. Yeah, that Benny Johnson stuff is ridiculous. It's pronounced Mooney. Oh, well, that's easy. There we go. Mooney. Mooney's easier.
Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback, because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Just, we are prepared to embark on a mighty jihad in your name. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your humble jester, attempting in vain to get you to laugh. To our valiant knights of the Round Table, Benji Arnie, Tech Tink, Scary Earthhuman, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Mayred, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood. It doesn't matter what I believe, it only matters what I can prove. Egbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Coulter Smith, Jenna Tao, Quiet 185, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, The Tim Caucus, Multimondi, Trevbot, EXE, Brian Ephraim, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojack, Saren 42, Catherine, Ramona Costa, Incosin, Agent NDN, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our mugs and salute our brave heroes off to another glorious conquest.